Hey guys, good morning. Happy Friday. It's Daryl here. It is 4 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I'm kind of torn here. I have a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about MTG. I don't know why I have such a hard time with her name, man. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I cannot for the life of me, man. I cannot remember that name. I can't say it. It's just a block in my head. I'm not kidding. All right, I want to talk about her and David Hogue. A really interesting story about David Hogue. Amazing story. I got to tell you about that. But I didn't want to just keep making this about me every day. But I just read over your comments from yesterday. There's like 30 comments from you guys. I still haven't even read them all yet. And I want to update you on the situation. Okay, so I wrote to every avenue I could on Google, on YouTube. There's not a lot of ways. Like when I tried to respond to the letter I got emailed to me, it was a no reply. Like I couldn't reply to it. Basically, I got no information, no return, no comment, no nothing back from YouTube. Absolutely nothing. No response. Nothing acknowledged, nothing. All right. I just wanted to go over this with you guys one more time. Like I said, there's a checklist, right? And I was getting a notice every day saying you're doing a great job. This shows that you know your content and you know our rules. And here's the thing. Like I said, the next day, I usually, after the video's downloaded, or just as soon as it's being downloaded, YouTube goes over the whole thing itself. Like it goes over my, the speech, what I'm saying, my title and everything. And the next day I'll either get a yellow light or a green light, a yellow check or a green check. And getting the yellow check isn't that big a deal. I never even got two in a row. Seriously. Maybe I let out a swear, and a lot of times YouTube's rules change. Like there's groups now that I can't say that I could have said a year ago. And as I read more into this, their list of things you can and can't say is constantly evolving. There's stuff that a year ago that a YouTube creator could have said no problem, and then that same YouTube creator now could lose his entire channel over the stuff a year later from what he said a year ago. It's kind of, I was going to say it's scary, but I get it. This is about money. Just because it's me now we're talking about, and it's not Rudy Giuliani or My Pillow guy, it's me. I'm not going to change my opinion. This is about money and advertising, and I get it. It's about capitalism. They want to protect their brand. YouTube wants to protect their brand. I get it. This is the bottom line. I didn't create YouTube. I didn't create Google. It's their platform, and when I signed up, I am on here at their leisure, at their, for them. They're doing me the favor of putting me on here. When I signed up, I signed all their rules, and everything, their terms of service and all that. I agreed to it. I have no beef with them. I don't. It's about money, and I understand that they got to protect their brand. And it's going to make me a better creator, a more sharper person. Okay, now let me see. What should I talk about next? Okay, so I tried to stand back objectively and look at the videos. I want to tell you guys this. I went back about 20 videos, and some of the titles I changed. I want you guys to be aware of this. I don't want you guys to feel tricked into thinking these are new videos that you didn't see before. Because this is what YouTube told me, that this 30-day period is for me to fix what needs fixing, even though they will not tell me whatsoever. They won't tell me the words, the videos, nothing on what I need to fix, but I need to fix it. Okay, so it makes me a better man. It makes me a better creator. I have no problem with this. I believe this. I do. I thrive under adverse conditions. You're looking at a guy who used 10 bags of heroin every day. And that was just to get straight. And then I would spend a couple $100s on cocaine every day. And I got out of that. And I was doing that for 20 years. And I've been clean and sober for 14 years now. in 4 months. And on top of that, if you guys look around the artwork and what I've accomplished, I thrive, man. I thrive under adverse conditions. I think we all need to check ourselves from time to time. We need to stand back and look at ourselves. Take, for instance, Donald Trump right now. His claims about the election being fraudulent. If he stood back and looked at himself, he'd realize that it would just be better for him, for the party, for everyone, if he just was cool about it and stood back and said, this is what it is. It's really something he can't control. This is another thing I learned in recovery. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, to change the things I can, and to accept and to know the difference between the two. Man, that is some of the truest words I know. There's some things I can't change. This thing with YouTube, I can't change it. So I'm going to do whatever I can to make myself a better creator, to follow their rules. These are my options. I could say, well, screw you. I'm going to say what I want and not get advertising. That's an option. Nobody's saying I can't say what I want to say. They're just saying you're not going to get money for it. People, they're just saying that some people's products they don't want their products associated with what you're saying. I understand that, man. I understand that. What if somebody wanted to sell my paintings associated with the F word, the anti-F, what Donald Trump is pushing and what the P-boys are pushing? What if somebody wanted to open a gallery and sell my artwork with money going to that, or with that being the overlying theme? Hell no, man. I would rather sell my paintings on the sidewalk and live on the sidewalk than allow somebody to use my artwork for that purpose. So I get it, man. I'm not being punished. All right, let me address some of your comments. I got some interesting comments. Like I said, I don't know if I restarted this video once already, and I'm not sure if I already mentioned this. I told you guys how negative comments affect me. And I have this, I have my own algorithm, let's say, of avoiding negative comments. Okay, so today I read all the comments. And there's certain names that popped up. And you guys said, well, this guy reported you. Don't you know? This guy reported you 1,000 times. And I swear to you guys, I have no idea who these people are. I've never read one of their comments. And I'm not going to let you in on my secret. But I have my own algorithm that sorts out negative comments, negative comment posters from the positive ones. So you guys that are posting the negative stuff, I'm never seeing it. I'm not just saying that. I don't even know who you are. I've never heard your name. No idea what you're saying, what you're doing, or who you are. I don't know why you're watching my channel if you dislike me that much. But anyway, it's your problem. It's not mine. Anyway, so I got these comments saying, "Did you know this guy reported you? This guy must have reported you 1,000 times." And then at the further down the comments, I see one of the names. I'm not going to mention it. I don't reward bad behavior. I'm not going to even say the name. And it was what I would expect: blathering, trying to connect people in politics to. There's people that are saying that I'm a hater. Now this is interesting. Okay, so I took a step back and I looked back at about 20, 30 of my videos. And honestly, maybe I veered a little bit. This is why I believe I need to check myself from time to time. In my recovery, I used medically assisted treatment, okay, like Suboxone, methadone. And from time to time, I would step back and ask myself, do I still need this? Is this what the pros or the cons? I don't want to veer off my treatment plan. And it helps me to stand back and look at, when you stand back and look at yourself objectively through somebody else's eyes, it helps. It's painful, it hurts, it's scary, but you need it sometimes. And I need this, I think. This is making me stop and take a good hard look at my videos and what I'm saying on here. I need it. I'm glad this happened. And I guarantee you this is going to make me more successful. I guarantee you that. I will have more subscribers. I will come out of this ahead, either through my artwork or through YouTube. if I spend less time working on this YouTube channel, I'll spend more time selling my artwork. Or ideally, I'd like to combine both. That's been my idea for a long time. To the couple of viewers that talked about me talking about my addiction, I would love to talk about my addiction. I was afraid I would lose some viewers or some views if I talked about it. And now that the revenue's off for a month, I am going to make a video or two talking about my addiction. I'm going to make a video or two talking about my artwork. Don't get this wrong. I know you guys are here because you're fans of Beau the Fifth Column mostly. That's the truth. And you're here because of social and political issues. You believe strongly in it like I do. And that's why you're here. That's what you enjoy, and I'm not going to change that. So let that be known. But I believe in positivity. And maybe I have veered off the path a little bit. I looked back at my old videos. One in particular, I talked about a cult figure from the late 60s and 70s, and I associated him with Marjorie Taylor Greene. He had a tattoo on his forehead, and I looked at that, and I was trying to say that freedom of speech does not apply if you're, there's a thin line you cross when you're instigating people to do things the way I think Donald Trump did on January 6th. The freedom of speech doesn't cover that. Not to mention that as President of the United States, freedom of speech does not apply to him because of the oath he took to protect this country against all threats, domestic and foreign. His freedom of speech does not apply. He doesn't have the same rights as President of the United States as we do. I believe that. You guys, I'd love to argue that with you guys if you guys believe differently, because maybe I'm wrong. Let's talk about it. All right. So I got some. I stood back and looked at my videos, and I changed some of the wording. Maybe I've gotten a little too negative. Okay. Let's be totally honest here. After the election and the inauguration, it probably occurred to a lot of us. A lot of us were very hate comes across. Fear is the base instinct, the base feeling. I was fearful of Donald Trump and what was going to happen to my country, just like some people are probably fearful of Biden and what's going to happen to the country. And it comes across a lot of times, fear is expressed as hate for the unknown. For what you fear, it comes across as hate. And I had a few viewers, say that I'm a hater and stuff like that. And, I take these, I don't just throw these accusations out. Maybe I do. Maybe I do come across like that to some people. I don't want to. I believe strongly in positivity. I 100%. I don't just believe in the law of attraction. I know that it works. Over the last 14 years, look where I've come from a 10 bag a day heroin habit. I had no teeth. I could show you more. I'll show you more in a video that these aren't real. You wouldn't believe what I used to look like, you guys. So I thrive under these conditions. I've come back from the brink of being 6 feet, a feet under. And as long as I'm above ground, it's a good day for me. This is actually, it's crazy, but this has actually inspired me. It's hurt me financially, but I feel more alive and more inspired than I have in months in my creating and ideas and everything. So if somebody reported me and this is the result of that, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Because it's going to make me a better person. It really is. It's going to make me a better creator. And I'm not just saying that to sound, you can't hurt me. I mean that with all my heart. I think you can see it in my, I think you can see it. All right, I'm going to be back more. There's so much I want to talk about. I'm going to come back with Marjorie Taylor Greene and her denial now of how she felt about schools in the September, the day in September years ago. She's kind of reversed that. She doesn't believe in that stuff anymore. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. All right. I'll be back later. with another video. You guys have a great Friday.